What's going on, y'all? Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over the Phase 4 MCU movies and shows. We're going to be starting off with She-Hulk. To me, that is a F-tier show. Probably the worst thing Disney Plus has came out with. I don't know about what y'all think about it, but yeah, the first three episodes were all right. After that, it was just complete shit.
I hated it. I
Yeah,
thought
it
it was
was it
horrible.
was bad.
It was a
Uh,
meme.
So we're gonna
yeah,
put that in D tier.
Megan Thee Stallion and She-Hulk shaking ass together was pretty cool. But other than that, it was there was nothing redeemable about it.
hmm Next we have Eternals.
Eternals, I do be pretty solid movie. The Phase 4 definitely went in its own direction. It didn't make a lot of money, but it was cool. I'm still wondering what they're gonna do with Harry Styles in the MCU, but we'll see.
I liked
What
it a
did y'all
lot.
think about it?
I liked it a lot.
I thought it was mid.
Yeah, it was definitely a mid movie.
I think they could have made a second one.
I would watch it. Most definitely watch it.
It wasn't the worst movie they've made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they kind of went independent with it, kind of went with their own style and genre. Um, and it had a lot of substance to it. It didn't feel like it was made by committee and didn't feel like it was made in an MCU machine. But other than that, I mean, I just wasn't a fan of it. I thought it was solid.
I agree. Next we have What If.
Um, they're all right. I put them in C tier. Some episodes are
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is the purpose of this? And some other episodes are really cool.
Yeah, that sums it up pretty good. Next we have Hawkeye.
I'd go B tier with it. It was pretty cool. Cool seeing Kingpin that made him so overpowered, and then when it came to Daredevil, they just took all that away and made him skinny. So that was kind of pointless. But I liked the show a lot. It was cool seeing Yelena, and it was cool seeing Kate Bishop on screen. Had a lot of cool action sequences, and it actually made Hawkeye feel like a cool superhero for once, which I feel like the MCU has failed to do a lot in the Avengers films.
For me, I think I like A tier for it. I really enjoyed it. I think it was well done. I liked the story. Showed a different
I
side of
just,
Hawkeye.
what do you think, Trent?
I have yet to see it.
Of
Well,
course you
I'll let
did.
you have A tier.
All right.
I don't
Just
think it's A tier, but
If it's
that's
not
just me,
if it's
yo
not A
thing.
tier, it's B plus.
I think it's a B tier show.
I really liked it. But next we have Black Widow.
The movie, I'd go B with it. I thought it was solid. I like the actors in it. I feel like they all had chemistry on the screen together pretty well. I wasn't a fan of how they did Taskmaster, but I feel like everything else that was going on in the movie really worked well. And I feel like it was um, a good send off to her character. I will say it felt like Scarlett Johansson wasn't the main character though. I feel like Florence Pugh and David Arbor and those guys really carried the film.
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, for her to have her own movie, it wasn't fully focused on her. And then what they did with Taskmaster is disrespectful to the character, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't like how they handled Taskmaster, but I still think it's a solid movie. I feel like it gets a lot of flack and hate for what it is. I feel like it's a decent MCU film. I feel like it's a lot better than the releases they had after it. It released during COVID, so it didn't really get a chance. But when I saw it, I was like, "This is a pretty good movie."
Oh yeah, it was a solid movie. Definitely a B tier movie. Next we have Shang Chi.
Shang-Chi is S tier, man. I love everything about this movie. I love the Mandarin. I love the fight sequences. Thought it was cool to see martial arts in the MCU. It kept me interested throughout the whole film. I thought Aquafina was going to be cringy. She was actually pretty funny in this movie. I love how they all, talk to each other on screen and how the chemistry between the actors was great. I like this film a lot. I would like to see a sequel get in the process of being done as soon as possible. Whether Marvel's going to do that, I don't know.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I like that they brought back the fake Mandarin, and
Yeah, that was cool too.
he's pretty funny in it.
Yeah, it's hard.
I feel like we'll have a lot more closure to this movie when it comes to the new Avengers film.
Yeah. Next up, we have Wakanda Forever.
I like this movie a lot. I know a lot of people were disappointed Chadwick Boseman wasn't in it, but Ryan Coogler did the best he could without Chadwick Boseman being the Black Panther again. I thought it was a good movie. I loved Namor. I loved the way this film was shot. I love the acting in this film. This is a really good movie. I feel like it should have made a lot more money than it did, but of course, Chadwick Boseman not being in it kind of hurt this film a lot. But I feel like this is a movie I can only see once. It's kind of sad, kind of makes me depressed throughout the entire movie because they actually do have a funeral for the Black Panther. But it's definitely a solid film.
Yeah, I mean, Namor was great. Not having Chadwick Boseman, just a lot of people just don't, I mean, just don't like that he was like how they did the Black Panther thing after he passed. But I really liked it. I,
Yeah.
Trent, what did you think?
I thought it was very good. Just it was just cringy at parts.
You thought it was cringy? Oh, what about
Yeah,
it is cringy? Like in Baku or
just like things that they put in there, like the what are those?
oh yeah,
that was in
yeah.
that was in the first one.
Some
This
of
is the second one, dude.
That was in the second one.
No, it wasn't. That was in the first one.
It was. I'll agree with B if what you're saying is true.
I think it's a B tier
I
film.
might have put them together and just thought it was in the second one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's a solid
I think I
B
think
tier.
it's a B tier movie.
Next up, we have Multiverse of Madness.
S tier movie, man. S tier. I love everything about this film. I think Benedict Cumberbatch does a great job. Wanda is so badass in this movie. I love seeing how he interacts with all the different variants. This movie's a visually pleasing film. It's beautifully shot. I love Sam Raimi's style. I was so happy to see it on the big screen again. There's a sense of nostalgia to it. It reminds me of when I was little and used to watch Spider-Man and how it was shot, how iconic it is. This is such a great movie to me, and I feel like both the Doctor Stranges are S tier films. I think they're on par with both of each other. I think that might be a hot take to some of y'all, but I love this movie.
I didn't like it that much at all. I mean, maybe a rewatch would change my mind, but I didn't really enjoy
Trent,
it.
where would you put it? Would you put it S?
Yeah, I'd watch it again.
Yeah, it's a S tier movie, man, for sure.
I'll put it in S, but I would say it's more of like a B for me personally. But after a rewatch, who knows? Next, we have The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
B or C. It's a solid show. I feel like it kind of gets sloppy at parts, kind of gets boring in some episodes. The chemistry between Bucky Barnes and Sam Wilson is great. I love seeing Zemo back on screen again. I just feel like the whole flag snatchers and all that shit was kind of cringy and got boring and stale at some points. Of course, John Walker was introduced into the MCU, and we wouldn't have as good of a Thunderbolts movie without his character. But yeah, I thought this was all right. It was basically just how Sam Wilson was going to get his suit, pretty much. That's all the show explained.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I like the chemistry between Sam and Bucky. Uh, I'd put it in B tier personally, because.
Yeah, it's B or C is fine.
Uh, so what do you think about it, Trent?
Same time, man.
All right, B tier.
Beat the.
Next up, we have Thor: Love and Thunder.
F tier, D tier, F tier, whatever you want to put it in. I had so much high expectations for this movie, especially when Christian Bale was announced to be playing Gore, and everything just fell through the shitter. I mean, the whole idea of the Necro Sword is to be tied into the symbiotes. They didn't do the symbiotes at all. The character would have been so much better if it was actually CGI. Instead, they have Christian Bale walking around in a fucking robe with black eye makeup. I mean, and the humor was so bad during this. I mean, they tried to capture what they captured in Ragnarok, and it just fell flat every single time. I wasn't a fan of this at all. The CGI was also very shitty
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. It's definitely a D
I
tier.
agree.
I mean, it was not it at all.
at all.
Next up, we got Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, S tier, man. I love Ethan Hawke. I love everything Ethan Hawke does. I also love Oscar Isaac, man. The visuals in this show is awesome. His suit is one of the best MCU suits I've seen for a superhero. I just wish they put him in more shit, man. I mean, we got to get Oscar Isaac on the big screen as soon as possible. I don't know why Marvel's fumbling the bag with this.
Um, I think it's S tier. It's my second favorite Marvel TV show. I mean, I think they did it great. I mean, it's so much good stuff about it.
Definitely S tier.
All right, Moon Knight and S tier.
I wasn't sure about it at first, but it just kept getting better.
Next up, we have Werewolf by Night.
Another S tier, another one I was skeptic of going into, but it turned out to be wonderful. And I love Man Thing. Another thing I wish they would do more of in the MCU. I know the Punisher is supposed to get a special, but I feel like Marvel, just because they don't profit off the specials, that they're not going to go to it as much. But but I feel like the specials have been great so far with the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Werewolf at Night. I love this a lot. It was cool to see the MCU do something different, and I love the acting in this film as well.
Yeah, the cinematography was great. The acting was great. Man Thing, like you said, loved how they did him. I would put it in S tier. Anything you want to add on that, Trent?
Mm-mm.
All right. Next we have Miss Marvel.
You said it all.
I'd go B or A with this. This was a solid show. Another show I was skeptic going into, but turned out to be pleased. I think what's very underrated about this TV show is the pacing. It actually felt like a TV show for once. I love Iman as Kamala Khan. She's a wonderful actress, and she's going to kill it in the upcoming Avengers films. Yeah, this was a really good show. It was very cool to see her on screen.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. The only thing I didn't like is how instead of giving her stretchy powers like she had in the comics, they did the whole like glowing projection type of thing. I didn't like that, but it was good otherwise.
I feel like they did her right. I mean, when you get Mr. Fantastic and her on the screen together, I feel like it would look weird them both doing the same thing. Personally,
I wouldn't mind it, but like I said, it was still a really good show. I enjoyed it. So A tier.
yeah, A tier is cool or B tier, whatever you want to do.
I think A tier because I mean I enjoyed it a lot. Next we have Spider-Man 3. Tom Holland Spider-Man 3.
S tier. This was one of those things you just had to be in the theaters to see. It was great to see all three of them on screen. The chemistry that they had being the first movie that all of them played in together was wonderful. And it was just, I mean, it was my childhood dream come true, man. Seeing all three of them on screen, seeing all the villains from all the past Spider-Man films on screen. Willem Dafoe just stole the screen presence anytime he was in there. I automatically think he's the best MCU Spider-Man villain just from based off what little time he had in that movie. This movie is great. The villain is great. The stakes are great. And even though the little storyline about, oh, I want my friends to get into college, so I want everybody to forget about me, is a shitty plot line, it's still a great movie.
Yeah, I loved it. It's, in my opinion, the best out of Tom Holland's three Spider-Man movies. Um,
I prefer Homecoming, but whatever.
I don't. I like the aspect of all the villains and Toby and Andrew. You know, love them guys. So I I mean, it's definitely S tier.
Anything you want to add, Trent?
I agree. It's absolute cinema.
All right, absolute cinema.
You
Speak,
Peak.
heard the man.
Speaking of absolute
You heard
cinema,
the man.
next up we have Loki.
That's a great show, man. That's an S tier show. I was a skeptic, but I didn't think that it would have as much story going on as it did, man. And this is a great show in general, not just an MCU show. I feel like this is one of those shows that like you could show to a casual, they would enjoy and like a lot. Um, I mean, you know, I feel like this changed Marvel. I mean, the whole multiverse timeline and all that shit came from this show. So this is a very great show to me.
Um, I said earlier Moon Knight was my number two favorite Marvel show they made. Loki's number one. I mean, I remember when I first started watching it, I was like before I even watched it, I was like, I don't think this is gonna be good. First episode, I was like, this show's gonna be peak. I love it. It's definitely my
And I
favorite.
love Owen Wilson, man. I'd like to see him in the MCU if he's not going to be on the Loki show anymore. I'd love to see him in the MCU as Mobius.
I agree. Trent.
I agree. I love Owen Wilson in this show. He's hilarious. He's one of my
Yeah,
favorite actors.
it makes you wonder why they haven't used him earlier, man. Because he's such a good actor. I feel like he could have done a lot of different things in the MCU.
Yeah, I'm
For
glad they
sure.
put him in a show, at least. Last up, we have WandaVision.
S tier. The show was shot beautifully. It was different. It had a new, fresh spin on the MCU. The ending with Agatha kind of fell flat, but other than that, man, this is a great show. Kept you interested. You didn't know what the fuck was going on, like the first couple episodes. And towards the end, it kind of had me on the edge of my seat. And I love the chemistry between Wanda and Vision, of course. Yeah, this is a S tier show for me. This is one of the top three MCU shows for sure.
I uh, I have Loki at my one, Moon Knight at my two, WandaVision's third. I mean, when it came out, it just felt right. Uh, the Dead Vision jump scare, didn't really like that, but other than that, I loved it. And
And this is also this is also the show that it gave him the chance to make this Fantastic Four, which I also think is going to be great and another movie that's beautifully shot. I just love the retro vibes he brings to these MCU projects, and I feel like he's going to be making stuff for the MCU for a long time to come.
yep, sounds right. Trent.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening. Let us know what your thoughts and opinions are on our tier list. Maybe send us a tier list in the comments section below. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.